Hey everyone, and welcome to Mama Me Unfiltered, the podcast where we keep it real, raw, and relatable. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Zuni, and we're here to share unfiltered conversations about life, love, family, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits, from generational differences to parenting perspectives. We're diving deep, we're laughing loud, and learning as we go.
So let's grab a cup of coffee, let's get comfy, and let's get into today's episode.
Today's episode, we'll be discussing friendships.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So, friendships.
What can we say about friendships?
There's so many different kinds of friendships. And I think that's where, things get a little bit twisted or confusing, or, people just, I don't know, like how to express it, I guess. Because you can be friends with someone and you can say, that's my friend,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not really that close with them. You just say that they're a friend. So I think the word friend is kind of like used loosely.
Yeah, that's something that I agree with in this day and age where we've lost the meaning of acquaintance almost. Like there's enemies or people you're not
Or frenemies.
frenemies. There's acquaintances, there's friends. It's like people really don't put the labels on what relationships are nowadays.
And I guess that's where it is that it's kind of like where it's hard for me to express it or
Yeah.
explain it, because the word acquaintance is for people you know. And people don't use that word. They don't say, oh, this is my acquaintance.
Yeah.
Because it's just someone you know. They introduce people as just, oh, this is my friend.
Yeah.
And that's just, you're saying that's your friend because it's someone you know and someone you're friendly with and someone you've seen multiple times
Mm-hmm.
or done things with, whether in groups or just with them on occasion. But everyone just introduces everyone as just, this is my friend.
Yeah.
And it's just become a thing now where everyone's like, this is my friend.
Yeah. Like back in the day, it's like whenever you would introduce yourself and you would say, hi, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to make your acquaintance. Not, it's nice to meet you. Let's be friends.
Well, people don't even say it's nice to meet your acquaintance. That's like really old. People just say nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how it's become. It's just nice to meet you. But then everybody's your friend now. Everyone's just like, oh, this is my friend.
I tell you, in these days and ages, like everything is just like simplified. Every decade is like, is that even necessary?
I wish things could go way back to the way things were, like way back in the day where everyone was proper. When
Exactly.
people were actually, and there was no slang, and it was just, everyone was just proper, and you knew what people were saying and what they meant.
Ah,
Now, everything is made into a slang. Now, almost every word has more than one meaning. So,
yeah.
and now everyone is your friend, but they're really not.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
So, see, and sometimes you feel bad when you're having a conversation with someone you say is my friend.
But you know nothing about that person.
But no, not that, but you feel bad having a conversation, and within that conversation, you're letting them know, oh, you and I aren't friends like that.
But it's true. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie here and say, oh, we're close.
Right.
Like, we know each other, we interact, but we're not like that.
Right, but we're not tight. But it just makes you feel bad when you're telling someone like, hey, we're not that close. Like we're not friends like that. Like we're friends, but we're not friends like that.
But I'm like, at this point, people need to like actually do that because I'm like, it actually helps you in a way
Mm-hmm.
to have everyone like know where they're at in your relationship rather than being like, oh, let's make a massive lie and be like, oh, we're close. Like, I'd rather us be real with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're close. Like, we're close.
Okay.
I can say this is my best friend
Okay.
because you are. But with anyone else, they're my acquaintance. I don't know you like that, so you're my acquaintance.
Right, because even in friendships, it's like a relationship. It takes you time to really truly get to know someone and to really get close to someone. Like our friend circle is very small because we don't have a lot of people that we consider like tight in our circle. So with certain friends, you already know you have an understanding of this is my friend, we're really close. We don't talk every day, but when we talk about everything and we ask each other for advice. We give each other advice. We have that friendship that we're open to, with each other,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have to speak every day. We speak when we can because we both have lives and we both have families. We both work. We both are doing our things. So we come together when we can. We'll text when we can. We'll call when we can, but we know we're busy and it doesn't feel like, oh, this person's not my friend anymore because I don't talk to them every day or I don't talk to
Yeah.
them, so she's not my friend anymore. No, because you have certain friendships that's just the way they work.
Yeah, you don't have to be up someone's behind for them to know that you care.
Right. And then there's other friendships that you've known people for a long time and you're friends with them, but you don't really talk to them often. Like you talk to them every once in a while. You'll, wish each other happy birthday through text. You'll call each other every once in a while to catch up. Or you'll text each other every once in a while to catch up. Like there's different types of friendships and everyone involved in those situations are okay with those situations. Like, okay, this is what our friendship is.
Yep.
But then there's other people that come into your life and they will become your friend. They will become, try to become tight with you. But then all of a sudden they disappear. Or all of a sudden they just,
Yeah.
like, they become flaky.
Yeah, I never got that. I never got that whole let's be close and then let me just F off. That's kind of weird. That sort of mentality has always been weird to me. I'm like, I've seen it in other friendships.
Because, like, there's other friendships. Like, there's friendships that I've had that a person will get really close and want to do everything with you and they want to hang out, they want to go do like spend like your whole vacation week doing things together, they want to come to your house and all of that stuff, but then the minute they get involved in a relationship it's just like
Yeah.
it's like you're no longer needed, you're no longer required. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you're like pushed to the side and you're brushed off, and it's like,
Kind of like using you, like just for
what just happened here?
yeah, kind of like just using you for your attention or whatever.
Well, not for your attention. It's kind of like we'll be friends as long as I don't have someone in my life. And we'll be close and we'll do everything. But once I have someone in my life, like you no longer matter. It's just like, and then when you bring it to their attention, they're like, oh, well, I have other friendships with other people that we don't talk for a long time. And then when we come together, we're okay. But that's not the kind of friendship we had. So it's like for me, and
Yeah.
I guess it could be because I'm a Taurus and Taurus people, we like stability. Like if you change on us, that fucks us up. That messes us up so bad that we're just like, what just happened? Like we don't like to change our routine. We don't like change. We like everything to stay the same. And if you're my friend and we have a specific type of friendship that this is what we do, and you change things on me, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, like, hold up, a cotton picking minute.
I I think it's different for me though because I'm in Aries and we're known for like being impulsive and spontaneity. So it's like if a friendship fizzles out, it fizzles out for me. I'm like, it is what it is. It means it's time to let that person go.
Right, and that's understandable, but when you have a friendship with a friend that they're mad clingy with you and they're mad clingy the whole time, and then all of a sudden, because their life changes, you no longer matter and you are doing other things and you're trying to keep like the friendship going even though you're like in different places, you feel that you're putting all the effort and this person is no longer clinging to you, is no longer the same, you're gonna be like, what the f- is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you bring it to the, well, for me, when I when I was younger, I'll say when I was younger.
Alrighty then.
When I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
my communication was poor. It was not as good as it is now. I've gotten better with my communication. I've gotten better with my reactions, you
No.
know, to my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, my reaction was to lash out.
Yeah, I know. I know. But no, you have gotten better at it because I've seen you evolve into the person you are today, and I'm like, it's a massive change. You're not so quick to lash out at someone. You're more willing to keep the fire in you at bay until you finally get all the clues and pieces and actually get all your answers, and then you'll take action
Mm-hmm.
and you'll figure out whether it's a good reaction you want or a bad reaction. But oftentimes, you're not so quick to lash out. So that's actually something that I feel very proud of. You've come a long way.
I've come a long way. But like I said, when I was younger, I would lash out. So, you know, I kind of handled certain friendships poorly myself because I didn't know how to communicate, or I didn't communicate properly as to what I was feeling. And because the person's reaction was kind of nonchalant, it pissed me off.
Wait, who was this? I do I remember them or do I know them?
Yes, you do.
M.
Hmm.
Knew it had to be M.
So since the reaction was kind of nonchalant and it was like made me feel like I didn't matter, I lashed out. And maybe I gave some information that I shouldn't have given. and said some things that I shouldn't have said, and then that friendship ended because I was pissed. I was like, you're not going to treat me like that. You're not going to discard me and use my friendship when it suits you.
I don't remember this. I think I do, but at the same time I don't.
So that's and at that point I stopped speaking to that person because I felt discarded. I felt like, and I understand that there's friendships that fizzle, there's people that come into your life for a season, and there's friendships that you have for a while and they, they're gone. And I understand that. But when someone gets close to me, it takes a lot, and it takes a lot for someone to get close to me or for me to allow a friendship to get that close to me, that once something happens is an issue. Is an issue, and I lash out and I'm like, you're not going to treat me and use me to whatever you want, and then whenever you want to come back around and you want to be my friend, that's when you want to be my friend. That's not the way friendships work.
Yeah, because I'm the same way, and you've had to teach me how to be the same way because I had a friendship. Remember that one friendship that I had, and you told me to stop, and I'm grateful you did because that friendship could have turned bad. So I'm like, I'm glad that you taught me how to cut the cord when it was needed because you have to set your boundaries in place.
Right. And it's like people don't come into your life as friends to use you and abuse you whenever they want and whenever it's convenient for them. And then whenever it's convenient for them not to reach out to you and not to, be in your life, it's okay. For me, I would have been okay if we would have had that friendship like the other friendships that I have. It's like, okay, we're not tight like that. We're not doing all these things together. We're not constantly speaking. We're not constantly texting. We're not constantly, because even at work, even while I was at work, this person was constantly communicating with me and texting me and stuff like that. So all of a sudden, all of that stopped. And it's like, wait a minute, I know I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what's going on that this person is just like, it's like, I don't matter anymore. And I think that's the most important thing is that when you're friends with someone and you actually care and you're calling someone a friend, don't disregard your friend's feelings. It's like, don't make your friend feel like they don't matter.
Yeah.
Because that reaction alone is going to destroy the friendship because the other person is going to say, oh, well, that's the way you're going to react to our friendship. Like, I didn't matter. Like,
yeah,
I was just something that was there for you at the time, and now that you don't need me anymore, I'm just being discarded.
That's something that shouldn't have been taken the way it shouldn't have been taken the way it had been because you were valid in your feelings. And instead of saying like, "Oh, then I don't want to be friends with you anymore," the way she said it.
No, she didn't say that.
Oh, well,
she didn't say that. She just said, what she said was, oh, I have other friends that I don't communicate with them on a regular basis. And then when we catch up again, it's, it's like we never stop talking. And I said to her, we did not have that type of friendship. That's not the type of friendship we had.
Exactly. And instead of her responding that way, she could have been like, okay, I understand your feelings and I can work on that. We can work on that.
Right.
So, and communicate properly.
Right. Like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Like, I apologize. I don't mean to make you feel like I'm forgetting about you or that our friendship doesn't matter. Like, that's the way you handle that. You don't tell someone, oh, but I have other friends that
Because that's
we don't
implying
talk.
that
That's
you,
other friends. That's not our friendship.
yeah, because that's implying that your own feelings are not valid,
Right.
and everyone's feelings is valid.
So I was right to lash out. See? I was right to lash out. I was right to tell her off. I was right to tell her off the things I said.
No, because the way she said it, it was like your feelings didn't matter, and that's not a friendship you should be in. Because if your feelings don't matter, then that means that friendship really isn't a friendship.
No, it was a one-sided friendship. It was just that person was getting what they wanted out
Yeah,
of the situation, and that was it.
and that's no way a friendship should be.
No, and there's other friends that they just drop off. They just like disappear. You just don't hear. It's just like the ghost. They
Yeah,
just disappear, and then next thing you know, they reappear.
I don't.
And you're like, where'd you go? Or you lose touch with them, and then all of a sudden they reappear, and then they keep disappearing and reappearing, and you're like, all right, I'm sick of this.
They go ghost.
Right.
They go ghost.
So it's like you're gonna disappear, then you're gonna reappear, and then you want to reconnect, and then you're gonna disappear again, and it's like what is this? Like what is going on? It's like that. I can't function like that.
Yeah,
I cannot.
that's unstable. That's unstable behavior.
Right, and it's not even like disappear for a few weeks or months or whatever. It's like you just disappear for like a year, and then or a few years, or we lose touch, and then all of a sudden you reappear.
Wait.
And then we lose touch for like another year or a few months or whatever, and then you reappear again.
Wait, do I know this person?
Yes, you do.
Who is it? Just say the letter.
I'm not gonna say any letters. You know who the person is, and it's like
You know what? Tell me later.
that's right. I'll tell you later. But it's like I don't understand that. It's like my phone number never changed throughout, a lot of these friendships. I haven't changed my number in
No, it's
I
wrong
don't
for you
know
to change
how
your
long.
number.
Like the last time I changed my number was I don't know,
Hmm.
like 2006 or so. After that, or 2008, I haven't changed my number since then. And all the people that had my number, it's the same. So I don't understand why these people are disappearing and reappearing and disappearing. I don't get it.
You ain't ghost. You ain't ghost.
No, and I understand that everybody goes through different phases in their lives, and everybody goes through different things, and different things happen. Life happens. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. And I don't mind reconnecting with people that I lost contact with, and I don't mind reconnecting with old friends. Like, I've never been the type
Yeah.
to be like, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to reconnect or anything like that. But it just gets exhausting.
Yeah.
It just becomes exhausting like if you're gonna keep in contact with me, keep in contact with me. Check in every year. I'm fine with the check in every year, every 6 months. Hey, how you doing? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with those types of friendships
Yeah.
too. But you want to disappear for a year or two or a few years, and then you want to reappear, and it's like, and then you're asking other people for my phone number. Like, my phone number didn't change. Yes, you're racking your brain, but that's gonna be something for after. And then there's other friendships where, people come into your life and you become really close with them, and you start celebrating occasions together. You're celebrating milestones together. You're talking about everything to each other, and like you become really close to
Mm-hmm.
certain people, and then all of a sudden they become flaky for no reason. And then not only do they become flaky, but like when you question things, they're like, oh, I'm going through something. And it's like, whenever friendships, you go through things, you talk to each other.
Yeah.
And like when that was never a thing before, and all of a sudden there's a thing like where you're saying like, oh, I'm going through something or something is happening. Understandable, but like we all go through stuff and we still communicate,
Yeah.
you know, with our friends, and we still all check in. But it's like when you have a friendship and someone was always texting you and calling you before, and all of a sudden that stops. And it's not even that it stops, it's like stops.
Like crickets.
And it's like, and you're questioning, like, what's going on? But you're seeing that this person's communicating with other people in the friend group. And you see that they're hanging out and doing things with other people in the friend group. But then when you see them, they're giving you excuses. And when you call them, they're giving you excuses.
That's something that I don't like.
And then all of a sudden, milestones start to happen and they're not even celebrating it with you anymore. It's like, what changed? When did that change? And then when you reach out and you're like, hey, like, the friendship changed. Like, I sense a change. I sense, you know, something is up. But they're insisting and telling you, no, I'm going through something, but the friendship is still the same. But it's not. How can you tell me that the friendship is the same when I'm telling you it's not? Like, we're not celebrating birthdays together and each other anymore. Like, we're not celebrating, like, Valentine's and all these other occasions that we celebrated and did before. Like, all of a sudden, all of that changed. What happened?
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's weird for people to make excuses when you had such a close friendship and then all of a sudden you disappear. Like even when you try calling the person won't pick up.
Mm-hmm.
But then an hour or so later they'll text you and they'll be like, oh, I'm busy, I'm doing XYZ. When before you used to call them and they used to respond right away, hey, I'm on the phone, hey, I'm doing this, oh, I'll call you right back. Or there was a point in time where the person would call you almost every day.
Yep.
So it's like you go through all of this and you have this friendship and then all of a sudden everything changes and you're telling the person that things have changed between you. And you're like questioning why, but the person is like, nothing is going on, that it's them personally. And for me, it's like, hey, if you're going through stuff and you want to handle things on your own, go right ahead. But you know that I've been your friend and I've been here. But don't tell me that nothing has changed when all of a sudden there's no Valentine. We're not celebrating Valentine's Day. We're not celebrating birthdays. We're not celebrating any milestones. We're not exchanging gifts anymore. When all of that stuff was stuff that we did prior as friends because we had that type of friendship. So now all of a sudden that friendship is dismantled and then I'm the one expressing saying, hey, like I noticed there's a change. I'm like, just know that the friendship, as far as I'm concerned, is not going to be the same. And the person misinterprets it and says the friendship is still the same. It's like, no, I'm telling you that the friendship is not the same. And I'm not going to, like, in other words, I'm trying to tell the person, like, look, I've noticed these changes and these changes are something that's bothering me. And you're giving me excuses or you're giving me explanations that aren't making sense to me when I see the other things that you're doing and who you're doing it with. And you're saying you don't speak to these people like that, but you're speaking to these people like that. And your behavior with me has changed. And as I'm telling you that I'm noticing this, but you're telling me that the friendship hasn't changed, it isn't changing, but I'm not a person that is going to go backwards and be like, oh, okay, for these few months, things were different. So when you're over your stuff, we can go back to the way the
Yeah.
friendship was. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Not with me. It doesn't work that way.
Same thing here.
Like, we will still be friendly because we're involved in the same friend group, but will we ever be friends like that? No.
No.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want that friendship back.
No, you're valid on that point, because if I was in that situation, the excuses wouldn't be good enough for me. Like, just tell me what's wrong. Tell me flat out what's wrong, because I don't want to be sitting here questioning what happened, what's going on. Just tell me, because I'd rather us be upfront
Honest.
with each other than be lying to each other about what's happening here.
Right, or pretending that we're friends when we're not.
Yeah, just tell me. That way I know where we stand, and then that's it.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I already know where I stand, and it's like, if you're not going to put the same effort in a friendship with me, I don't want that friendship. Like, we're not equal. We're not in the same space.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me, oh, once you're over your stuff and once your stuff, you're done dealing with whatever you're dealing with, then you want the friendship to be back to the way it was. It doesn't work that way. It's not going to go back to the way it was, because now I don't want to be your friend like that anymore.
Yeah, and
because I see a change and I feel the change, and it bothers me that you're being different with me.
uh-huh.
And because you're being different with me, I distance myself. And as a Taurus, once that change happens, that's the way it's going to stay.
Yep.
There's no going back. There's no going back to the way it was.
And the fact that she was always with other friends also bothers me, because I'm like, if you're paying attention to all these other friends, then what about us? Like where's your energy for us?
Well, it's kind of like you're telling someone, "Oh, I'm going through some stuff, and that I'm dealing with," but plain as day, you're going out with other friends in the friends group, and you're going out to, like, there's meals happening, there's coffees, dates happening, there's like all these things, other things happening.
Yeah.
There's these events that you're attending with these other friend group, people in the friend group, but like, you just stopped texting
Yeah.
and calling and stopped reaching out, just like that, like,
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, that I'm like, just stop your phone.
And it's like, if it's
They're
like you
brushing
say-
my butt. They're brushing my butt.
right, but it's like, if like you said, if you have an issue, if there's something that's bothering you, just say it. Just say it, because people just don't change in friendships like that.
Yeah.
And even in all my friendships, if I'm going through something, I'll say I'm going through something, but I don't let it affect my friendships. I'll be like, I'll need a day or so, and then I'll continue to communicate through everything that I've been through and everything that I have been going through. I've still
Yeah.
kept my friends in the loop. I've still kept my friendships the same as they've always been.
Yeah. Like, what if I'm in a friendship or any relationship? I'm gonna drop a text, be like, I'm going through something, this and that. I'll talk to you when I can.
Right.
Like, I'm not just gonna leave them hanging, because that's not who I want to be. That's not the person that I am.
Exactly. But in any friendship, for me, like I said, when I was younger, I used to lash out, but I was still communicating with people when they made me feel a certain way. And I still do the same now as far as like communicating. It's like, hey, like I feel something has changed. What is going on? And like I said, if we didn't have that type of friendship, that we were tight, that, you know, people were coming to visit us here, hang out here, do things here, you know, celebrating together, gifting, going to do things outside together. And then all of a sudden, all of that stops for no reason. It's like, you know, you do nothing but try to be a good friend to other people, but you can't control other people if they don't feel the same and they don't want to do the same for you. And that's why I communicated how I felt,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not the type of person that, you know, I used to be I used to be the type of person that, you know what, someone pissed me off, I would just cut them off. I would just block them, stop speaking to them, and you're just done. Now I communicate. Before I do any of that, I communicate. And I let people know this is how I feel, this is what's going on. I'm not liking it. What's the
Yeah.
situation? Then I take action and be like, you know what? I don't need to deal with you anymore.
And that's good that you're taking communication into account in a relationship or any relationship, because that's what helps any relationship stay afloat.
Right.
Like, communication's awesome.
Right. And nobody wants a one-sided friendship.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants a one-sided friendship where one person is doing everything and one person is reaching out and the other person is just like,
Like, I know that we have issues. We always talk it out.
mm-hmm.
And
But you're different because we live together, we're
Well-
mother daughter. It's different. Friendships, you can't compare blood
true.
to, you know, to a friendship, because I would never stop speaking to you. I would never
I know.
cut you off and stop communication. I would never treat you in the same way I would treat any friendship. And yeah, we get upset at each other, you know, because we're human. We
Yeah.
have emotions, so we're gonna react. And we have our emotions there, you know, we're females, we're hormonal. We have all of these things going on. So in friendships is the same thing. We're hormonal. We, you know, have all these feelings, but again, with friendships, you can remove yourself. A lot of the times, the friendships that don't last and are no longer is because they're not meant to last and they're not meant to be your friends anymore. And that's probably what's happening with that friendship with that person. It's like that person may feel like, oh, right now I just, you know, don't want to be friendly like that and be that tight to this person right now. But when I'm over it, we'll go back to our friendship. And I'm like, no, we won't.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point now we're just acquaintance. We're acquaintances now. We're no longer friends. Because once you roll back, I roll back, but I roll all the way back, and I'm like, you're you don't even count in my book anymore like that. Like you're just somebody I know.
And you're just somebody that I used to know.
I hate when people sing on videos. Please don't. I really hate that. Like if you're doing a specific something, don't sing. We're not. I'm not there to watch anybody sing. And I'm sure they don't want to watch us sing. If they want to watch us talk, it's talking. They don't. Anyway,
Can't stop me.
so anyway, so yeah, friendships sometimes can be so freaking complicated. Sometimes it's not so complicated, and sometimes people just make it more complicated than it needs to be.
I'm just glad to have acquaintances. I don't got no friends because I ain't got that headache. Nope, I'm good.
Because again, people have different expectations and people have different visions of what a friendship is and what a friendship should be. And like I said, I'm open to all different types of friendships, but once you start a certain friendship with me in a certain way and then it changes, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I have acquaintances and I have very few friends. I keep my friend circle small and I'm okay with that. I also have friends, like I said, that I haven't seen or spoken to in a very long time, but they're still my friends. And that's only because that's the type of friendship that we have. And we're all comfortable with having that type of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't have a friendship that's one sided, that one person feels that they're giving more and the other side feels that they're not doing anything or they just don't care. So friendships are like complicated and touchy, and some people are lucky to have like a nice little friend group that they've known, or even friends that they grew up with, and they have best friends that they've known forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing, and that's, you know, a lot of girls want that, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't happen that sorry, it doesn't happen that way. And it doesn't happen that way for everyone.
Yeah. I used to be friends with two girls in Poly Dodge, remember?
And that was so long ago.
Yeah, and we occasionally got back into contact, and we haven't seen each other in years.
Well, like I said, sometimes friendships, they last for the time what they're supposed to. If you're meant to reconnect, you will. And if you're not, you don't. And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm comfortable with my friendships. And I just know that I'm not going to settle for less than what I deserve. And I'm not going to allow people to treat me in friendships however they choose to treat me. And it's like, if you don't value my friendship, then I don't need to be your friend. And I'm okay with that because I will always be okay regardless. And I think that I have said enough on that subject, and we will see everyone
In the next.
in the next.